Oh, hallo Leute, willkommen wieder zurück zu Wuthering Waves. Wir sind wieder, wir sind im letzten Part hier ein bisschen gestrandet, mehr oder weniger. Und, wir suchen jetzt mit Rukia ihren Captain. Grant hieß er, glaube ich, oder Grant?
Oh. The show's over,
ah, Grant, genau.
Time to take your final bow.
Den haben wir ja auch schon mal gesehen.
Watch your back.
A marvelous shot. You've earned your stripes, first mate.
Oh.
You're welcome. But if you tilted your head just 10 centimeters to the left, it wouldn't have been the Discord's head that got popped. It'd be yours.
Not on your watch. Besides, fortune always smiles on me. Except in bets. And we've crossed paths with the rover again. Can't get luckier than that.
Danke,
We shouldn't
gleichfalls.
have let her get caught up in this mess. She was worried about us and insisted on coming.
Is that so? Then our gratitude to you is even greater for your timely aid.
Ich bin hier, um eine verborgene Wahrheit aufzudecken. Wir sind alle am Leben, nur das zählt. Ich wäre nicht einmal hier, wenn der Drache nicht gewesen wäre. Wir sagen ihm mal die Wahrheit.
To find the brightest truth, one must delve into the deepest shadows. Such bravery deserves to be hailed, my friend.
Where is everyone on the Pilgrim's sail?
I was patrolling the coast earlier when I saw their ship drifting into the mist. Time was against us, so I departed alone. Thank you.
Oh, hallo
Don't
Andreas.
be afraid. You're safe with us. You've got some skill, you know. Holding your own for so...
Trial? I don't buy into the Order's nonsense. I've worked hard all my life and stayed true to the Order's teachings about forsaking earthly pleasures for divine favor. And what do I get in return? Heavier taxes. When pirates ransacked my merchant fleet, leaving me with nothing, I turned to the Order for help. They said it was a divine trial, and I stood before the Sentinel statue, asking if my suffering was really their will. But all I got was silence. Why should I wait for peace in the afterlife when I could be living for today? How is that a crime? As for salvation, I don't believe in it. And I certainly don't need it.
Here's a proposal. How about joining our troop? We are wanderers adrift upon the seas. Or perhaps you're more familiar with the name, the Troop of Fools?
The Troop of Fools?
Yes, we are, like you, by the Order's decree, marked as fools.
Ah, das klingt ja
Fools
nicht
on
so
the pilgrim sail often meet their demise in a storm, or they're swallowed by the waves. Even if they do survive, they still face hunger, thirst. Maybe it's luck that brought you here so swiftly. Look around. This is all that remains of the pilgrim's sail. This is always their final destination, where the fools meet their end.
Ist das die Wahrheit, von der Carlotta sprach? Ist das der Ort, an dem laut Carlotta alles endet?
Yes, the pilgrimage is nothing but a banishment in disguise. The path to salvation they speak of doesn't exist.
Otherwise, how could this once sacred place now look like such a hellish wasteland?
Wait. Sacred place? No wonder the others were talking about it on the ship. They believed the Order's promise that prayers at the sacrificial arena would grant them forgiveness.
I didn't expect their faith to lead them that far.
If only they knew it was just one of the Order's lies.
Captain! First mate! We're here to help!
Hallo. Perfekt synchron
More
gesprochen.
hands make light work. I called in some help to escort him back to the base once the mist cleared.
Heißt das nicht viele Hände, schnelles Ende?
Ah, the first mate's foresight is unmatched. And the three of us can head up the mountain. But beware, my friend. By the end of this pilgrimage, you will witness the Order's cruelest deceit. The dangers ahead will only intensify.
Das ist der Grund, warum ich hier bin. Keine Zeit für Zweifel. Es stehen Menschenleben auf dem Spiel. Mit diesem Dach habe ich sowieso noch eine Rechnung auf.
Please, save them. I hope it's not too late.
Don't worry. There's more to our troop than you think.
Oh,
This wing ray can fly us up the mountain. You two go first. You'll find I'm very convenient to bring along.
All right then. All hands, prepare to ascend.
okay. Dann auf geht's nach oben. So. Da hoch wollen wir. Okay. Alter, wie sieht der Himmel denn gerade aus? Als ob wir verschluckt worden wären. Ja. Aber epische Aufmachung, das muss man ganz klar so sagen. Dann da oben kämpfen wir gegen den Drachen, oder wie? Erstmal treffen wir uns mit den...
Stay alert, everyone.
Jo. Weil ich will nur hier hin. Zum Nexus. Aha. Juhu. Wenn ich darf. Ich darf. Haha. So. Da haben wir, glaube ich, hier alles gesehen, glaube ich. Nee, noch ein Gebiet brauchen wir. Nee, 2. Dann haben wir die ganze Insel für uns erschlossen. Gut. Was ist denn damit auf sich? Nichts, was wir jetzt regeln könnten. Epische Musik. Ist da hoch? Ja. Sehr schön. So.
These are human footprints. Looks like they're heading to the arena.
Okay.
This is the only way up. Be gone, you vexing wretches! The sacrificial arena's right there. Let's take them down in one blow.
Oh ja. Okay. Hä, der Drache war aber vorhin größer. Ich will ja jetzt nicht meckern oder so, aber der war vorhin wirklich... Oh Gott. Lauf weg. Na gut, jetzt ist sowieso zum Laufen zu spät. Zu spät.
Mercy on me. Is this some kind of test for me? I see. No matter.
Oh Mann. Wir konnten sie retten, oder? Ja.
Even if it means death?
We've never done anything that warrants paying with our lives.
I'd wager mercy isn't on the table. However, in the face of danger and adversity, the stage is set for our grandest act.
Brant, you handle the tacit discords. I've got the dragon.
Okay.
Of course. But with all due respect, shouldn't the captain be the one giving the orders?
Ja, also eindeutig Rukia hat hier die Hosen an.
Just playing to our strengths. Take it, or I'll spill the beans about your wine stash.
Vielleicht alle von deinem Weinvorrat.
Why, aye, first mate.
Was?
It's time to pay for what you've done, Dragon of Dirge.
Okay, da machen wir ihn jetzt Platz.
We'll improvise.
So. So, zack. Ah, er hat einiges von seiner Größe eingefügt, der Goethe. So, zack.
Down with the curtain.
So.
Target confirmed.
Ja.
War spared no one.
So, zack. Oh Gott. Da haben wir es erledigt. Wir schalten wieder zurück,
I'll handle
Wir genießen sie dabei zu haben, solange wir können. Oh, der Kampf ist schon vorbei. Das letzte Mal, wo wir da hatten wir einen Viertel weg. Oh. Was, hat der Schluck auf? Abby, ich wusste, dass es dir gut geht. Abby, ich dachte, ich hätte dich verloren. Abby, ich werde für dich rächen.
Of course! You think that little lizard could take me down? I just took a nap after eating its frequency. But seriously, that was close. The fire it breathed almost singed your hair. Good thing I was here to back you up.
Ja,
As soon as I realized it was a tacit discord, I went for it and ate its frequency. Piece of cake. But I gotta say, it was a pretty hefty bite. I swear, I chewed it up, but it was hard to swallow. It wasn't the taste, you know? More like my digestion's been a mess lately.
ja, deswegen sind wir überhaupt erst hergekommen, wa? Liegt es an deinem Zustand? Dein Zustand verschlechtert dich definitiv. Ja, Bewegung könnte dabei helfen.
That's not the point. The real deal is, I found something crazy in its frequency.
Und das wäre?
You said you somehow experienced empathy with the tacit discord back in Jinzhou, right? How about trying that again with this guy?
Krieg ich dann wieder eine neue Kraft?
Trust me, this could be our big break.
Kriegen wir dann wieder eine neue Kraft? Das wäre interessant.
Gehenna, a wretched soul mourned by none. You are reborn to fulfill our sacred rite, illuminate the path of salvation, become the fiery hand of judgment, purging all transgression, cleanse every soul ensnared by their own indulgence. Those who cannot withstand the trial by fire shall forever be barred from our pure land.
See? I wasn't lying.
Der Orden hat einen Weg gefunden, den Drachen zu kontrollieren. Wo kommt ihr denn jetzt plötzlich her?
Tacit discord's frequencies are perpetually fading, inching toward their only way to maintain their existence is to consume other frequencies as food. The dark tide and mist enveloping this isle have drawn in countless tacit discords. Their frequencies should have been enough to feed the dragon. If what you saw is true, then the Order must have used some trick to control the dragon, making its frequency fade away faster than it. That means they could be responsible for why the dragon began attacking all living beings, including humans.
In time, it ended up becoming a harbinger of death. I found this during the previous battle. It seems the Fraxidus had their hand in this case as well.
Kennst du den Fraxidus?
So
Wahrscheinlich.
you know them too. Seems we have much to discuss. Our troop usually earns a living by performing on the nearby islands. Sometimes we take on escort missions for merchant ships as well. That's how we first got acquainted with the Fraxidus. At first, they were just lurking about, raiding ships. But as the Carnival drew near, their actions grew suspicious. We noticed them lingering around a certain sea. Remember Cetus the Tidebreaker? The creature that attacked you when we first met?
Ja.
After we
Haben wir auch
parted
lange nicht
ways,
mehr gesehen.
we went searching for it to find out what had gone wrong. This is what we found on its tail, another Lycoris. Alas, the Tidebreaker slipped away into the deep beyond our reach. Still, this bloom leaves no doubt. The Fraxidus is behind its strange behavior.
Ja, das
We
steht
saw what they
natürlich
did
außer
to the
Frage.
dragon. The Cetus's violent outburst must be their doing as well.
Sie könnten beim Karneval für Chaos sorgen. Was ist, wenn ihr wahres Ziel der Hüter ist?
They say the Carnival is a ceremony to resonate with the Sentinel. Those who claim the laurel may be graced with a miracle, a direct communion with the divine.
At first, we thought you were merely a curious traveler, intrigued by the Carnival and our Sentinel. But now, seeing how far you've come, there's more to your quest, isn't there?
Ja.
Our troop has always sought the laurel, and we won't sit back while others threaten the Carnival. If they're your foes, then our paths align.
Das ist doch mal ganz gut zu wissen.
Remember I mentioned one of ours who once claimed the laurel? He wasn't with us when we first met. But once we reach our base, you can speak with him about the Sentinel.
Okay.
It won't be long now. After such an adventure, a well-earned rest awaits.
Ja. Gut. Jetzt, wo gehen wir jetzt hin? Tritt die Truppenbasis optimal. Verankere dein Albatrosse auf den Zielort zu erreichen. Okay. So. Ja, dann gehen wir wieder zurück. Da oben ist bestimmt noch was drauf oder so, aber das ignorieren wir jetzt erstmal fürs Erste. Wow. Hier so zu reisen mit dem ist schon cool. Ah, hier haben wir auch wieder so ein schwarz-weißes Rätsel. Was auch wieder so eine Tacit-Dissonanz eine Tacit-Dissonanz schließen lässt. So, da sind wir. Cool. So. Dann reden wir mal mit den guten Leuten hier. Paradies der Narren. Okay. Ja, wir müssen noch ein Weilchen laufen. Das war ein cooler Bosskampf. Er war zwar ein bisschen klein wie kleiner dargestellt als in den Cutscenes vorhin. Oder in den letzten Parts. Da wirkt er wesentlich größer. Das hat mich ein bisschen gestört, dass man Größe nicht beibehalten hat, aber ja.
Allow me to present to you our sanctuary. A haven for all the surviving fools at the edge of the world.
Das ist schön beeindruckend. Eine Basis hier an diesem Ort.
They say the most dangerous places are the safest. Penitent's End has always been forsaken. And now, cloaked in a sea of mist, even the Order's envoys wouldn't dare set foot here.
Ja.
It's the perfect refuge for us.
Ja.
The mist does shield us from the Order, but it brings its own set of problems.
Precisely why we must tackle its effects without delay. By the way, if you'd like to speak with Mr. Bardolino, our laureate, you'll find his tent deep within the base. Feel free to talk to the others while we handle our tasks. We'll catch up once we're done.
Gut. Ja. Dann reden wir mal mit Bardolino. Bin mal gespannt. Das wird wahrscheinlich auch wieder ein Charakter, der summonable sein könnte. Ne. Sieht aus wie ein x-beliebiger NPC.
Relax, young man. Life's only just unfurling its sails for you. Why sit there like one of those doers?
I was just thinking about my future. Is Raguna truly lost to me?
Some have found their way back, but under the Order's watchful eye. Is that really what you want? Listen, you don't need a grand stage to leave your mark. A true Raganese can turn even a ragged tent into the finest theater. That's what I'm prepared. I might be an old man now, but don't let that fool you. I was once crowned with the law.
You? Are you Mr. Bardolino?
In the flesh. Ha 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 ha!
Hast du etwas Seltsames erlebt, als du den Lorbeerkranz bekommen hast?
As I took my final bow on stage, a bright light pierced through the clouds, shining down from the sky. And then, A radiant laurel descended upon me, and I heard a voice. I asked them a question that had puzzled me since childhood. The ultimate philosophical riddle. What should I eat? And they answered. The body is the temple of the mind. To keep your mind sharp. But why Laura salad? I was baffled, and the meaning still eludes me to this very day. I've never been quick-witted, though, and the Order's doctrines never quite took hold. Acting, however, that is where my true passion lies.
Vielleicht ist das nur das Lieblingsgericht des Wütenden. Deine Frage ist sehr interessant, das muss ich schon zugeben.
But why did a blessed laureate like you get banished by the Order?
Back when I won the laurel, Raguna was led by the Holy Maiden. She promoted all sorts of grand celebrations during the Carnival. Stages sprang up on every corner of the city. Performances dancing through the streets, and shops adorned in vibrant hues. Some performers wove their critiques into their acts. Sharp as she was, the Holy Maiden noticed. She refined city policy with each whisper of dissent. Ah, those were the golden days, my friend. The Holy Maiden once said that if she were to leave this world, she'd want no majestic tomb or a solemn funeral, but the grandest carnival. And then she really did leave us. The current Primus took her place, and in the name of mourning the Holy Maiden, issued all sorts of The Order's grip tightened, and the Carnival performances were reduced to dull. One year, I strung a wire from a gondola to the top of the clock tower in Liberty Square, and another from the tower to the Thessalia's mansion. Then, I disguised myself as one of the LaGuardia to fool the acolytes, and climbed to the roof along the wire. Midway through the Order's performance, I hopped on a wing ray with a cloudcaster, showering the entire city with flowers.
Yes, it was a magnificent sight. The wing ray soared higher than the acolytes could reach. They couldn't do anything but watch gold.
They struggled to clean up the flowers from the streets, and it took a downpour to wash them all away. That cloudcaster, adapted from a music van, became the prototype for the one we use on stage today.
Genau das, was ich von einer Lorbeerträgerin erwarte. Kein Wunder, dass du vom Orden verbannt wurdest.
Ah, but that's all in the past. To this day, I'm still not sure what crime they pinned on me. Maybe. Anyway, I'm just an old relic now. But you lot, you're the main characters of this era. Facing down every obstacle with fire in your belly.
But isn't our fate already sealed? Without the so-called salvation the Order preaches, we're doomed to our banishment.
Life is short, and we weren't born just to atone. The Order may banish us, but they can't take away our right to sing. Death is one of many possible ends, but it's certainly not the worst. Perhaps being forgotten.
They want to erase all traces of our existence, grind us into dust and drag us into the abyss. But we'll fight the tide and live our lives to the fullest.
That's the spirit.
Members of the troupe may come and go, but they never truly left us. Their deeds and songs are passed down through the ages. One day, our voices will echo across every land. Our words will reach every corner of the world. And by then, even the tacit
That's the spirit, boy! Even if I can't earn myself a proper title, I'll become Rinasita's most enigmatic legend. When I'm gone, I'll leave behind.
Okay. Ja, okay. Alter, ich kriege jetzt irgendwie Pennywise-Vibes. Viel zu viele rote Ballons. So viele sind es ja gar nicht.
What say you, Brad? Do you like this stage design? It could be used for this year's carnival.
Lieber nicht. Was machst du da? Nette Ballons. Hast du dir Gedanken gemacht, wie du wieder runterkommst?
Ah, our little chat reminded me of those good old days. So why not relive that scene I just mentioned? I still remember that famous line. Now that you mention it, that is a very good question.
Please don't mind him. We like our performances big and bold, after all.
Noch eine Frage. Glaubst du, dass das wirklich sicher ist? Nein. Offenbar nicht.
That fight with the dragon probably messed with the mountain's stability. If Bartolino keeps moving around up there, it could get dangerous. We need to find a way to get him down. And fast. We might need your help with this. Tara should have some useful items in her box.
Okay.
We've got a cloudcaster that can conjure up some fluffy cloud cushions. They'd make the perfect stairs to reach Mr. Bartolino, or catch him for a soft landing. But some of its parts have been borrowed by other troop members.
Gut. Dann... Oh, jetzt haben wir sogar einen Teleporter. Jetzt, wo ich ihn gerade sehe. Na gut, dann holen wir ihn da irgendwie runter. Was für ein komischer alter Knacker. Gut. Ah, nettes Gebiet. Nettes Gebiet hier. Erinnert mich ein bisschen an Fontaine. Die eine Stadt. Von der Spina di Rosula, um genau zu sein.
I'd rather be a wild flower, ignored by all in my own power, than a rose that bends and sways, bathed in grace, but lost in dismay.
Was machst du da?
Isn't it obvious? I'm practicing for the Carnival.
Ja.
I'm the troupe's soprano and helmswoman. Steering Rena Sita's echo ship isn't just about strength. It's about resonating with the echoes.
Ja.
After years at sea, I've learned that some echoes are sensitive to our songs and will react to them in different ways.
Ja.
The Order warns of sirens lurking in the stormy sea's mists, but they don't scare me. I'll show them who the real siren of these waters really is.
Entschuldigung.
I'd rather be a wild flower, ignored by all in my own power, than a rose that bends and sways, bathed in grace, but lost in dismay.
Warum wurdest du
Who
verbannt?
knows? Ask the Order and they'll give you 100 reasons. I can't even remember how long I drifted on that pilgrim sail, but the troop found me. What's past is past. It's the present that counts. Let go of the bad days and enjoy the moment. I'd rather be a wild flower, ignored by all in my own power.
Hast du dir ein paar
than a
Teile vom
rose that
Wolkenbeschwörer
bends
ausgeliehen?
Cloudcaster. Here, the resonance unit. It helps me find the right pitch and rhythm. Works like a charm.
So. Haben wir hier noch was Interessantes? Nö. Was bist denn du? Mario. Aber der Raum hat hier auch nichts Interessantes. So. Was hast du für
Sailors
uns?
cheer as hearts ignite. Soon we'll break these chains so tight. Set the course, embrace the storm.
Was machst du da?
Oh, hello. I'm writing a sea shanty. Did you know Raguna Gondolier's songs are usually in 3/4 time? Matches the flow of water when they row. Their strokes go slow dip, quick lift. But for our troop, we use a 4/4 signature with strong and weak beats. It's catchy and perfect for sailors to sing along to as we work together to tackle the wave. Sailors
Okay.
cheer as hearts ignite.
Warum wurdest du
So
verbannt?
actually, boarding the pilgrim sail was my choice. I used to compose hymns for the order. Sounds but the same old rhythm and lyrics started to wear on me. Music should be alive. So, I decided to take the pilgrimage. You probably already know what the pilgrimage really is. I was foolish to believe the Order's lies. But luckily, the troop found me and brought me. We don't do those lofty soliloquies that give you existential dread. That doesn't mean our plays are shallow. They're just more hopeful and speak directly to the heart. We do commedia improviso, a style of play that's all about those we sing of love that endures, enemies who become allies in the fight against evil. The Order may scoff at such stories, but they're real, human stories, full of ambition. Traveling with the troop, I've learned to see the beauty in the small things. And I've met people facing similar and unique life struggles. Only those who walk in the fields can really see how the crops grow. It's the same with music. That's why I'm always chatting with the crew, gathering ideas from my ballads and shanties. Sailors cheer as hearts ignite.
Okay. Hast du dir ein paar Teile vom Wolkenbeschwörer ausgeliehen?
Oh, I use its base as a desk. Our first mate lent it to me so I could write more. Here it is.
Oh, das ist ja nett.
Careful.
Okay, dann haben wir schon mal das erste Teil. So. So. Dann fragen wir noch diese kleine junge Dame. Oder Herr.
Come on, fish. Come to my net.
Was machst du da?
Me? Just prepping dinner. The storm's passed, so it's the perfect time. The captain once told me a secret. The fiercer the storm, the more fish it brings. Sometimes we even see fish swept up by the wind, raining down from the sky.
Oh. Nur Fische auf der Speisekarte.
Usually, yeah. But when we dock on an island, the captain and first mate will buy some other food from the locals. Come on, fish! Come to my net.
Warum wurdest du
Back in
verbannt?
Raguna, I was just a fledgling fisherman. When I accidentally, turns out, it's a sacred fish, only meant as an offering to the Sentinel. Mortals aren't allowed to catch it, but it swam right into my net. Not really my fault, was it?
Naja, hättest dich erkunden sollen, was da alles
Though
drin
the Order
schwimmt.
didn't see it that way. They banished me out here, like tossing a fish. Luckily, the troop found me. I can still fish like I used to. Otherwise, I'd probably be dead. Though, to be honest, life here ain't too different from a pirate's. Except, we're not hunting for treasure, but for... Come on, fish! Come to my net.
Hast du dir ein paar Teile vom Wolkenbeschwörer ausgeliehen?
I borrowed the reel from... We scavenge all sorts of stuff from the beach and fix them up as needed. Nothing goes to waste. Don't be fooled by appearances. This stuff can...
Okay.
Good. We have all the parts now. Time to work.
Rocker repariert schnell den Wolkenbeschwörer. Oder Rokia.
Everything's set for takeoff.
Aha.
Let's position a cloud cushion beneath Mr. Bardolino. Then we'll pop the balloons and bring him down safely.
Ja, vor allen Dingen, wir sollten uns schnell dran machen, den zu sichern. Wir hocken hier 5 Minuten rum.
Although we might need a bigger cushion.
The Cloudcaster's resonance unit responds to song. The louder our singing, the more powerful the effect.
In that case...
All right, friends, old and new, come and join this sing-along!
Oh jo. Das klingt sogar gar nicht mal schlecht. Ach so. Muss die runterschießen? Okay. Gut. Dann. Lebe wohl, Bardolino.
Bullseye! Almost done!
Da haben wir es geschafft.
Thank you, dear girl. You helped me complete this performance and fulfill one of my dearest wishes.
Das wäre. Oh oh. Wow. Carlotta ist hier.
Apologies for my late arrival to such a magnificent performance. Did I miss anything?
Ja. Ja, du hast die Luftballons verpasst.
Oh my, oh my. What an honor to witness the beauty of our generous benefactor. Thank you, my lady, for rescuing this humble soul in his moment of need.
Du bist eine sehr gute Schützin, Carlotta.
You flatter me. The family's protection extends to all who stand by us.
Might I say what a pleasure it is to see you again, Miss Carlotta. You have my heartfelt gratitude.
Is everything going smoothly with your family, Miss Carlotta? Yes.
Naja, ehrlich gesagt nicht so gut.
The Order's scheme was uncovered as planned. Uncle Capulet was rescued, and Grandfather has handled the rest. I still owe you thanks for improvising with me in front of that priest.
Ich erwarte eine Entschuldigung. Keine Sorge. Durch deine Hilfe hast du deine Schuld mehr als beglichen. Genau das sollte ich auch sagen. Du hast mir immer geholfen, ob ich es wusste oder nicht.
You've got a sharp mind. No pain, no gain, as Grandfather used to say. I'm pleased we're on the same page. Your kindness is much appreciated. The Montellis won't forget this. In return, I'll share everything I know.
Also hat der Orden des Montellis ins Visier genommen. Also hat der Orden die Montellis ins Visier genommen. Du musst mir nicht danken. Wir kämpfen gegen denselben Feind.
I believe you've noticed that the Order has been undermining the family under the guise of its doctrines. Alienation, monopolization, just a few tricks up their sleeve. Their true motives, however, run deeper. Their alliance with the Fraxides speaks volumes. While we don't know the full extent of their conspiracy, one thing is clear. Their sights are set on this year's carnival. The carnival is likely where you'll find clues about the Sentinel. Legend has it that the Sentinel, Imperator, has been secluded in the heavens, cut off from the mortal realm. The last record of the Sentinel is from the carnival a decade ago.
Hmm?
At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets. A dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves. Do any clues come to mind?
Die Hinweise über Königin der Nacht analysieren. Die Hinweise über Tresorwächter analysieren. Die Hinweise über Klagedrachen analysieren. Ja, machen wir mal das hier.
The mist might be coming from the remnant clouds in the Nimbus Sanctum. Lorelei has the power to purify and control them, but the Fraxides interfered.
Remnant clouds corrupted by evil will disrupt Echo's frequencies. If the mist had spread to the city, it would have stirred the echoes into chaos. We are lucky that you and Zani, along with that acolyte, awakened Lorelei in time. You prevented the mist from spreading and averted the wave-worn. The Fraxides must still be licking their wounds. At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets. A dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves. Do any clues come to mind?
Dann werden wir jetzt mal die Tresorwächter
The
analysieren.
Montelli traders used Lycoris in experiments to turn echoes back into tacit discords. If they were successful, the ghosts seen 10 years ago may have also been created this way.
Ghost is just a dramatic name given by the Raganesi for tacit discords. They look nearly identical.
With your help, Grandfather has thwarted their plan. No corrupted echoes will appear at this year's carnival. At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets. A dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged.
The Order has allied with the Fraxides to control the dragon. From what I saw when I connected with its frequency, they might be planning to command it to attack Raguna during the Carnival.
After the Tacit Discords took over this isle, the Order used them as an excuse to forbid any entry. It might...
But without the Lycoris, the Dragon of Dirge is now off the table.
At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist.
Ich habe ihre Pläne bereits durchschaut.
Remnant clouds spreading, experiments to turn echoes, and the dragon's manipulation. The Order plans to recreate the Order and the Fraxidus are allies. To prevent the Carnival's sabotage, we must stop them. But what is their motive?
Der Orden könnte die Freiheit und den Karneval vielleicht noch nicht wiederbeleben. Gibt es einen Grund, warum der Orden das Karneval zulassen müsste?
The Primus called it a divine punishment, and took the opportunity to appear as a savior. A perfect way to build legitimacy.
The Order relies on the people's faith in the Sentinel. With the Sentinel's 10-year absence, faith in the Order has waned. They must be desperate to restore that trust.
It is for this reason that the Order has been forced to revive the festival. Let's consider the implications. If the Carnival proceeds unhindered, how would it affect the Order?
Verzeihung über die Krönung der gesegneten Jungfrau erwähnt. Die Unfähigkeit des Hüters mit den Sterblichen zu kommunizieren erwähnt.
The current Primus claims to be the Enlightened One, the Sentinel's Resonator. However, based on the prophecy we found in the ruins, this role is meant for the young maiden who is destined to heed the divine oracles during the Carnival.
The Carnival is the only time humans can directly communicate with the Sentinel. Normally, it's the Primus who conveys the Sentinel's words.
A successful Carnival offers a chance for citizens to meet the Sentinel in person. But for the Primus, and possibly the Order, it poses a threat if they've been fabricating the oracles. To sabotage it while still maintaining their authority, they partnered with the Fraxidus.
The Fraxidus will cause chaos during the Carnival, and the Order will swoop in as the saviors, restoring public trust just as they did before.
So far, you've helped us crush 3 of their schemes. But one remains.
Ja. Das Meerungeheuer, das gewaltige Wellenraum beschwert. Keltas, der Gezeitenretter.
We have evidence that the Cetus is being manipulated, and the Fraxidus are setting up their final plan. With their whereabouts unknown, we'll need to adapt our strategy as the Carnival unfolds.
Okay.
From what I've noticed, you're not one to act passively or pin your hopes on others. You prefer to strike first and steer events in your favor.
Genau, so ist
Winning
ja.
the laurel might give you the chance to talk with the Sentinel. The Sentinel's Resonator may also be present. So...
Also, dafür hast du mich bisher geführt. Du willst, dass ich mich dir anschließe, um die Fraxidus aufzuhalten. Du willst, dass ich bei der Aufführung der Truppe beim Karneval mitmache.
Our aim has always been clear. To restore the Carnival to its former glory. If the Divine truly exists, would they wish to see their people living without freedom? Or witness a festival? If we win the laurel, we'll show that such punishment is absurd. But if that's truly their design, we shall break those divine shackles ourselves. Whether divinity exists or not, we will fight for Raguna's freedom, where everyone has the right to live and pursue a future of their own choosing.
The Montellis share this vision. Only in a free society can a fair and open market thrive. However, the troop alone is too weak. The family is under close watch and our enemy hides in the shadows. We need your strength to find our way forward.
Ich stimme zu, ich bin dabei. Wir sind durch dasselbe Ziel vereint. Anscheinend gibt es keinen anderen Weg, das Wütende zu treffen, als beim Karneval.
Thank you. I'm pleased we've reached an agreement once more.
Ja, wir sitzen immer noch im selben Boot. Sprichwörtlich.
All
Wir
right.
sind immerhin.
What should we do now? Any plans?
Since the Order intends to sabotage the Carnival and incite chaos amongst the guests, confronting them directly, you've seen the troops' unique approach to combat, haven't you? That's precisely why we're allies with them.
I can see our friend here is still a bit confused. No worries, my dear girl. We'll have a quick rehearsal before the Carnival begins. Speaking of which, Ms. Carlotta, would you honor us by joining our performance?
Me? I do have some stage experience, though I must confess I may be a bit out of practice.
Ich brauche noch eine Bühnenpartnerin. Wir brauchen deine Unterstützung. Ich habe keine Bühnenerfahrung und brauche deine Hilfe.
We don't know what challenges we'll face, so your help will be needed, Miss Carlotta. Plus, it's a chance for you to get to know our methods. If you insist.
Wonderful! As the festivities continue, if you're both ready, please join us on the stage of the troop liner.
Okay. Okay. Kann ich noch mit ihr reden? Nö. Ja, aber Leute, wir machen dann bei dem Spaß im nächsten Part mit. Ich würde dann erstmal den Part hier an dieser Stelle beenden und im nächsten Part fortsetzen. Ich würde dann sagen, bis dann und ciao.